OFWs. Ano pa problema mo sa OFWs?
Ma'am, sa ngayon ma'am, si OFW, isa sa mga missing functionality pa po niya is yung advance renewal, wherein yung ating pong mga OFW.
Okay, so kung advance renewal, iba na naman to eh.
No, ma'am.
Mr. Chair, please, we're talking about the basic delivery that has to be used by the district offices. So kung advance renewal yan, meron ka na, so pwede na mag-renew yung hindi advance renewal. Pwede na bang gamitin ng district offices?
Kung plain renewal lang ma'am, pwede.
Pero pinapagamit nyo ba?
Actually, yun po ma'am yung dahilan why we're doing sa pilot testing ma'am. Kasi para po makita po
Can you
natin
just
yung-
answer me yes or no? Are the district offices now, can they renew OFW's licenses? Plain renewal. Yes or no lang? Why do you have to consult? You're the head of MID.
ang kasama po kasi sa OFW renewal module is yung advance renewal.
Yung plain renewal nga, pwede ba silang mag-renew?
Pwede
Yes
po,
or
ma'am.
no?
Opo.
Ginagamit
Na-test na po
ba ng
namin
district
yan
offices?
Na-test na po namin yan sa pilot testing site namin, which is yung central office po.
So the district offices are making use of it?
Not yet ma'am. Kasi inaantay
Why?
pa po na we're waiting for the other functionality like the advanced renewal po.
Is it necessary to wait for it?
Yes ma'am, to complete the entire module
Yeah, but
ma'am.
is it necessary to wait for it? Hindi ba pwedeng, alam mo, digital tayo eh.
Yes.
Usually tingi-tingi yan, pwede mo na ibigay para lahat ma-declare mo na eh. Di ba? Because if I don't need an advance renewal, dahil konti lang naman sigurong nag-advance renewal, mas madami ang nagre-renewal. It's not dependent on one another. Why can't you just pull it down in the district offices so the district offices can make use of it? Is that possible? Yes or no?
Ang ma'am kasi, we have to deliver.
Mr. Monson, kung ako rin ang nagtatanong, kung answer mo ba yes or no, sasabihin ko sa iyo. Kaya you answer yes or no.
Sir, if the ma'am,
Yes or no.
no ma'am. We have to wait for the advanced renewal so that it's a complete package po. Once we roll it out sa district offices po.
Mr. Chair, may I ask the ICT? Can it function without the advance renewal? Pwede bang mag-renew na yung mga OFWs natin sa plain renewal na hindi gustong mag-advance renewal?
Mr. Chair, may I ask? Yes.
Yes, I believe so. Ako hindi ako technical person. But you don't need to wait for the entire package para maging mas of service tayo to the Filipino people. We are talking about service to the Filipino people here. Mr. MIT, anong? Mr. Claudio, mawa ka naman sa mamamayang Pilipino. You don't need to wait for the complete package para magamit ito. DICT is here. I consider them more of an expert than you. Because sila, kaya nilang sagutin yung mga tanong ko, ikaw hindi. Why do you have to wait for the entire package? It can be used by the Filipino people that we have paid for, taxpayers' money. As head of the MIT, nasa control mo para paluwagin ang kapakanan ng mga OFWs. Can you do that as soon as possible when you go back to your office? And not wait for the full function since DICT here already said that they can.
Actually, ma'am, if the assistant secretary would allow me to roll it out without that functionality, that is very, for us, critical po siya kasi po, advanced renewal siya. And some of the OFW needs to, ito pong functionality na to eh.
Mr. Chair, hindi yata ako naiintindihan. Oo, naiintindihan kita, may kulang na advance renewal. Pero kung may OFW na kaya nang mag-renew ngayon sa district na hindi advance renewal, ba't hindi natin gawin?
Audience of the chair, may I assist my MIT? If
Your question was directed to the MID boss.
Yes,
may
Would
Wala
I-
you like the head of the LTO to answer your question?
sige po, Mr. Chair,
Please.
kasi kailangan lang natin nakasagot.
Yes, if the OFW comes in like any other transacting person, yes, he can renew it there. But the essence of the OFW is, magre-renew ako ngayon, aalis ako bukas for abroad, pero yung license ko kailangan i-renew pa after 6 or 9 months. Pero babalik ako after 2 years. So kailangan ko nang i-renew ito kahit na 9 months pa due for renewal. Yun yung sinasabi po namin advance renewal. technically kasi you can only renew your license within 60 days prior to your birthday. Ngayon, ito mag-advance renewal dahil paalis na. So, theoretically, hindi pa siya dapat mag-renew. Kaya lang, paalis na siya, babalik siya after more than a year. So, i-advance renewal niya yon. That system is not yet available doon sa LTO ngayon. Yun ang sanang gusto namin ma-develop ngayon. Yun yung sinasabing advance renewal po. Hindi i-advance lang po ng ilang araw. I-advance po yan ng
Mr.
ilang
Chair,
buwan.
if I may
Sorry.
interrupt, yeah, we all understand advance renewal. Naintindihan po namin yun. Okay, ang tanong ko, Mr. Chair, to Dermalog, has this been delivered or not? Is this part of the original contract?
Mr. Chair, may I answer?
Yes, please.
No, this is not part of the original contract. This is number one. Number two, has it been delivered? Yes. Number three, is there a great misunderstanding? I guess yes, because the new system would allow the OFW being abroad to renew his license while he is abroad online through the new system. And this is the functionality that is highly needed for the OFW, especially in this Corona situation where people cannot travel, come back and fly again. It is available.
So, Mr. Chair, in other words, hindi kailangan mag-advance renewal dahil kahit nasa abroad ka, pwedeng mag-renew with the LTMS system. Is that correct?
Or may I answer that? Hindi
Yeah,
ako kayo ready. Ma'am, hindi pa po pwede dahil kailangan ng biometrics and we do not have that as a functionality right now. So, yung OFW abroad, hindi po makapag-renew.
Anyway,
So, kailangan
Mr.
ng
Chair,
physical
babalik din lang ako dun sa, hindi siya part ng original contract. Hence, sa driver's licensing, kompleto na sila. O di hindi. Mr. MI, please, sagutin niyo naman kami ng honest to goodness answer dito. Tinanong kita kanina kung fully delivered na yung driver's license. Sabi mo, yes, except for the OFW. And apparently, it's not part of the original contract. So specify that. If it's not part of the original contract, then it's not something na pwede natin pag-usapan dito kasi hindi siya part. That's something na nire-request yung additional enhancement. So iba pang bayad nun. Tama? Okay, so as far as driver's licensing is concerned, fully delivered, walang tayong problema. Next, new registration. You said that, katulad ng tinanong ni Chairman, hindi pa ready si LTMS sa new registration ng vehicles. Ang sabi ng Dermalog, as a matter of fact, nagpa-pilot testing na sa NCR bago dumating ang new administration in the person of ASEC Wadis na natigil ito. Dahil nga may mga glitches na sinasabi. But they are ready. Ngayon, ang tanong ko sa Dermalog, are you ready with the new registration? Can it be used right now?
Yes, ma'am.
May I know, through you, Mr. Chair, from LTO, ano po ang kulang ng turnover? Teka, is this part of the original contract?
Yes.
Okay. Ano ang kulang pa ng Dermalog so that we can use this for the new registration so that we don't have a need to use the old system?
Yes, please.
There are some missing kwan po. Ma'am.
Have you
Tama.
communicated that with Dermalog through you,
Yeah.
Mr. Chair?
Mr. Donsol, we're speaking of the requirements you have agreed doon sa original contract. Hindi yung gusto nyong mangyari. Yung nandun sa kontrata. That's very clear.
So, ang mga missing functionalities pa po, ma'am, is just to mention a few po, is yung transmission of the CSV file for the cascading decentral production. This is vital, ma'am, kasi once nakapag-generate na po ang aming system ng file na to, it should be disseminated na po sa mga NRUs po namin, units, mga district offices na nagpupan po ng NRU. So wala
Okay.
pa po itong functionality na to.
Mr. Chair, if
And
I may cut lang po, have you communicated this with Dermalog?
Yes po.
May I know from Dermalog, have you received this and what has been done after? Para hindi tayo magtagal. In the interest of time, magsa-session na po kami. Dermalog?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, we received this additional requirement that is not part of the contract. So this is an extra, but It is also not needed for the operations. It is additionally, it would make things maybe more comfortable, but it is not needed to do a transaction. And this is why we could already transact more than 50 vehicles using this module.
So Mr. Chair, katulad po ni-remind nyo sana kanina, yung kulang is not part again of the original contract. So it was additional enhancements that they want to. So, pero pwede can we register new vehicles using the existing delivery of Dermalog? May we know from LTO?
Pwede po kayo sumagot.
Your Honor, may I answer? The functionalities being mentioned here are part of the original contract. It is listed as part of the original contract. And the very reason why we're still using the old system is because the new system cannot yet fully adapt to the registration of new motor vehicles. But we are still hopeful that they can do this in the near future, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, if I may,
May I request LTO to provide this body a copy of the original contract. Kasi
Yeah.
we're speaking of the original contract. Doon kayo nagkakatalo. Meron, wala. Meron, wala.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, mas maigi siguro para mabasa na namin ng todo-todo, paki-provide dito sa committee yung kopya ng original contract. And before I give the floor back to the Honorable